You guys, it's been a really big week and I'm very, very excited to share some big news with you guys, so stay tuned. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, and if you're new here, this channel is all about personal finances, budgeting, and paying off debt. Happy Transfer Tuesday. It's the one day of the week where I like to take a look at my finances and see if there's any transfers or money moves I can make for the week. So this week I've made a few different transfers. So I'll start with the smallest one. I guess I have to start with my big news first because everything kind of dominoes from there. But the big news is, if you guys have been following my channel, you know that I've been trying to close on my first investment property for almost 8 months now. It's been a bit of a pain thanks to COVID and various other reasons, but it finally happened on Saturday night, no less. God bless the mobile notaries that are still working during the pandemic, but anyway, so that finally happened. So I guess that was one huge transfer I did this week, was paying the down payment for that. And I think I've mentioned in my debt journey video that I've been saving a chunk of cash for that down payment, knowing I wasn't going to need it all. And a portion of it was for my student loan debt. I have the outstanding interest saved up, which is about $7,600, a little more. I've had that money saved in that account as well, just in case I needed more to close. But anyway, so now I've closed, and I'll give the more specific information about that and the numbers behind the closing in my April budget review video, so stay tuned for that. And so what I'm doing now is I am moving the rest of that money that I had saved, that I'm now going to allocate towards my student loan debt. I'm moving it from my credit union to my M1 Finance account, just because my M1 Finance account has a much better APY rate of my money, since it's just going to be sitting there. The credit union APY is really sad, so not that I don't love the credit union, but I never go there in person anyway. It's actually a state of Maine bank, and I live in New Hampshire, so I never even go to the physical location. So I am going to be slowly moving my money over to M1 Finance, and unfortunately I do have a cap on how much I'm allowed to move per day, which is $2,500. So I have initiated that $2,500 from my credit union over to M1 Finance. So that was a transfer I did this morning. And then for other transfers of the week, I did one other one, and that was, I also had enough cash left over after the closing on the house to refund my emergency fund, thank goodness. So if you guys have been watching my videos, you know that I hit my $10,000 emergency fund goal briefly for less than a week, and then I had to pay out of pocket for Invisalign. So I had to take $2,000 from my emergency fund, and I was able to transfer that back over yesterday. So now my emergency fund is back to $10,002 and some odd change just from interest. So that's exciting. That's was one of my financial goals. It's not a fully funded emergency fund, just because I do have $2,000 I want to save for my car, and for maintenance and registration, and $2,000 I want for vet and medical expenses. So I don't have all of my emergency funds fully funded, but at least have my general emergency fund ready to go. So that's very, very exciting. Some major transfers this week, in addition to wiring all my money to closing on my investment property. I'm so happy it's finally done. It's finally over. I can officially call myself a real estate investor, which is pretty exciting for me. That's like my path, or what I see as my path towards financial freedom. So yeah, it's been a bit of a what I call black unicorn situation, just because it seems like everything that has gone wrong did go wrong, but I think it was just kind of the universe testing me and making sure this is really the path I wanted to take, and it absolutely is. It was well worth the wait. I think it's going to cash flow very nicely, which is so exciting. So I think it'll be a great long-term asset for years to come. You know, obviously there's always a hot water or a boiler that's gonna break or a roof that's gonna leak. That shit's gonna happen, but overall I'm very excited. So, you know, it's like the first one always seems to be the hardest kind of thing. So that's what I'm hoping, and going forward, hopefully they'll be much easier. But that closing on that property was one of my 4 big financial goals for the year. So that is a big check on that one. Yes, I'm so happy. So, I guess that's about it for this week. It's been a lot, so that's probably enough for 1 week. Let me know down in the comments what steps you guys took towards your financial goals this week. Did you make any transfers today? I hope so. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.